Two brilliant moves, rook sacrifice, queen sacrifice, and 92% accuracy against a titled player. This game I almost didn't share because I played it on my outer account, but these moves were too wild to keep a secret. She opens with e4, I reply with the French defense, she plays d4 and I play d5. And here she opts for the advanced variation. I play c5, try and target that d4 pawn. She plays c3, defending it. I develop my knight. She defends it with the knight. I play queen b6, and she develops the bishop to d3. I took, and here she castles. This is actually a very poisonous line for black if you don't know what you're doing. It's something that I play myself from the white side. I develop my bishop to d7. Here, if you take this pawn, white is really happy to sacrifice it and capture back with the knight. She continues with rook e1, and I develop my knight. She develops the knight, and now is a good time to take this pawn because there's no knight to capture back. But first, I play knight g6, putting more pressure on the e pawn, and the knight comes to b3. She's now threatening to take my pawn, so I take, she takes back, and I play a6. My idea was I wanted to put my queen on c7 and not have to worry about the knight coming to b5 where she'll be attacking my queen. She continues with rook b1 and I played queen c7, putting a lot of pressure on this pawn. She goes queen e2. I played b5 and my idea here was to get my knight to c5 where it would be sitting on a really nice outpost. She continues with knight d4 and I continued with my plan. She develops a last minor piece and I planned the knight on c5. And she plays bishop g4, which I didn't really understand at first sight. Her idea was after bishop e7, which I play, she wanted to take, after I take back, she takes with the bishop and I take with the king. The point is now I have the king in the center, but in this structure, if the center never opens up, black is completely fine. She played knight g5 and this doesn't threaten anything, so I play rook h5 and I'm threatening to capture a knight. She defended with the queen and here I used a lot of time. I wanted to take this pawn, which I eventually did, but I wanted to make sure that it's really safe because if I take this pawn and white finds a way to open up the center, my king will be exposed. I took the pawn, it came with the tempo on the queen, and she plays queen f4, which is a mistake according to the engine. The first thing that came to my mind in this position was knight f6 check, and my idea was, of course, to take the queen after the king moves, but here the queen can actually take the knight. I only saw this far and thought that black is fine. But here the engine finds this queen takes h2 and after the king moves, you just take your knight back and you're up a pawn and white's king is exposed. I didn't see that, of course, and back in this position, I thought this didn't work because of queen takes. So here I was seeing that she's putting a lot of pressure on my knight with the queen and the rook. And there's also pressure on f7, so I played f6 to solve both issues and attacking a knight. She dropped the knight back to h3 and I doubled up on the h file. She plays a6 and her idea was to take on b5 twice, and here at first I wanted to just take this pawn, but I thought she would double up on this file and then find some counterplay. So I took, and the first thing that I calculated was if she takes, I had a really nice idea. I wanted to take this knight, and after you take back, I wanted this move to work, knight f3 check, forking the king and queen. But here, of course, the pawn can just take. So back in this position, I found the real nice. Rook takes h3. The point is, after you take back, which she does, now I take the knight, and she resigned in this position. But if you take my queen, I jump in with check, and after the king moves, I get back the queen, and If we count the material, I have two pieces for a rook, and I'm up a lot of pawns.